So when I first saw you, I said to myself, it's impossible that this Russian girl speaks Arabic.
Well, surprise can happen.
Mm. So tell me more about yourself.
You know me, I'm Rena. Voila.
Mhm.
But surprisingly, I speak Arabic because I'm from Syria.
Yeah.
So I came to Dubai. Guess when I came to Dubai?
When did you come to Dubai? 6 years ago.
You got it on point. You know
Well,
why? Because I told you before.
no, I actually didn't know.
I did not tell you. Just now I told you.
Oh, yeah?
I told you
Oh,
6
but
years.
because you were saying the different numbers, so I
Yeah.
didn't.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
But it's 6 years. Yeah. 6 years back since COVID, I'm here in Dubai. So to be honest with you, it's been worth every single thing I did here. I love this place. I love it. It's just an amazing place to live, to work, to do everything you want.
Mm-hmm. Yo, that's the thing. Honestly, what I noticed about you is that I see a lot of young individuals working in real estate, but they don't have that experience. Whereas you have that experience. When I went to see you the other day, you explained to me the Marjan Island concept. So we've seen a lot of these videos, but they don't actually go in depth, and the investor does not actually understand what he's getting himself into and why he's really just having something that's being pushed on him. So tell me, can you walk the viewers through a little bit of what you made me realize the other day?
Yeah, for sure. See, for me, I've been like in Dubai for 6 years. 5 years of them is only real estate. I worked in Dubai markets for most of my career, and I started like with the Marjan Island, you can say, like a year ago. But shockingly, I found a lot of attractive things in Marjan Island comparing to Dubai and all of these areas. In all UAE in general, you know, like UAE, you have the main thing you think about UAE. When you think about UAE, you think of Dubai. You don't think like Marjan Island or Ras Al Khaimah or even Abu Dhabi, like the capital. You don't think about it. You just think Dubai. UAE is Dubai. Even if you ask people from outside, they never been. Where do you want to travel? Like to Dubai? Is Dubai a country? He will say yes. No, it's not a country. It's a city in a country. But yeah, this is the main image of UAE. I was shocked when I got to know more about Ras Al Khaimah and Marjan Island.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
very interesting thing. So I'll guide you through that for sure.
So I know there's a lot of people that are in Dubai, and you told me even yourself,
Myself,
you
yeah.
like to, let's say, travel on the weekend sometimes just to have a change.
I love to go to Ras Al Khaimah. It's my to-go destination. Like whenever I'm confused, I don't know what to do, I book a hotel and I go to Ras Al Khaimah. Even it's quiet now, still under construction most of the place, but I love this place. I love what they are doing there. It's a very nice area, very exclusive location. If you want to talk about the investment part, I see a huge potential in this area. People who understand that in this stage, they will make a lot of money in the coming, let's say, 10 years as a minimum.
That's true. And what I really loved is the way you, let's say, spoke about statistics and the Wynn Casino, comparing it to the one in the United States and the one that we're going to have here.
See, when it's the most attractive part of Marjan Island now, like if you're looking to Ras Al Khaimah market or Marjan Island market before COVID or since COVID, let's say, all UAE market was different. If you want to talk about the real estate market in Marjan Island since COVID, or let's say like since they announced Wynn Casino, the price per square feet jumped from or roughly like 1,000 dirham per square feet up to 3,000, 3,500 dirham per square feet. Now we're seeing this at any new launches on the location. The average price is between 2,500 to 3,500 dirham per square feet, which is crazy.
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit of what was the impact of the Wynn Resort on certain areas and what's, anticipated to happen for Marjan Island?
See, Wynn Resort as a brand, worldwide, they have already existed 6 resorts. They have one in Las Vegas, sorry, two in Las Vegas, two in Macau, one in China, one in Incorp Boston Harbor. And if you wanna look into the numbers at the year of the opening of each and every one of these Wynn resorts, they had an average between 8.5 to 13.1 million visitors. Like take an example, Macau. Macau, they had 13.1 million visitors at the year of opening Wynn Resort, which show us a difference between the average numbers of visitors. It was like around 8 to 9, and they had 13.1, 13.5. They had almost 5 million extra visitors on the area that year. So they opened two, okay? When they opened the first one, they had 5 million. When they opened the second one, they had 3 million extra visitors on the area. Now, why I'm giving you this example, I want you to understand that such a brand like Wynn Resort, they have impact even on the huge buzzing cities like Macau. If you want to look into the records of Wynn Resorts, they had in their record at least 8 million loyal customers. Now, what this number will tell us? It will tell us we're expecting at least 8 million visitors on the island once Wynn Resort open, considering that this Wynn Resort, it's bigger in size and it's a double gaming area. It has 4% gaming area and it has 4 million square feet in size, like of the land, I mean. So we're talking about a huge project, attracting a lot of people, attracting a lot of tourists to the area. Already they have growing tourist market in Ras Al Khaimah.
Yeah.
Of course, you can't compare it to Dubai,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's growing and it will have a huge impact.
Yeah, one point that I see that is very interesting. So if you look at Marjan Island, the actual visitors that they have today is not so much, is about 1.4 million.
1.2 is the average of the visitors of Marjan Island and Ras Al Khaimah. That's it. Over the year, of course.
And so whenever you're talking about 8 million, where are they going to go?
Like-
Even if, you know?
If we want to talk about the size of Marjan Island, it's sized of 29 million square feet in total. So if you want to compare it to, let's say, for example, Jumeirah, Palm Jumeirah. Palm Jumeirah is around 67 million. So it's almost nearly third size of Palm Jumeirah. It's a quite small island. It's quite exclusive island. This is something good for investors because the more the area is exclusive, the higher demand is. Now, if you want to talk about roughly 5 million visitors, let's take a worst case scenario, 5 million visitors every year. They have to stay in Airbnbs, they have to stay in hotels, in Wynn resorts, in the area, and they are very limited because nearly there's like, I can say 70 projects in the whole Marjan Island. So imagine the demand on that area. I have a couple of studies I can show it to you. I already studied this market for so long. I went to so multiple studies. Even Marjan is the master developer for the area. They have studies from their side in a collaboration with the.
Yeah, well, actually, one thing that is very, let's say, a point to consider is that the UAE is more central than any other areas around the world. So you'll not only have, let's say, the GCC countries coming to Dubai, you'll also have all the European countries. So it is really central and it will bring a lot of people.
Yeah, if I want to travel to Macau now, it will take me 13 hours flight, or to Las Vegas, 17 hours flight to play in casino. Any casino, not only Wynn Resorts. Considering I have it just 1 hour drive, it's crazy. Even for other nations like in GCC or in Middle East, in all Middle East, you don't have a well-known casino brand. Like you can find, I think, in Egypt, and you can find something in Morocco.
Yeah.
You have in Lebanon, very small one, but like in GCC, especially one of the safest cities in the world, you can't find. It's a huge impact.
So here's what I usually say is like, let's say you have a operator that will do a complete study before they go into an area, and he's done the study. He's taking the risks. He knows it's gonna be just like we had the Atlantis. They did the first
Yeah.
Atlantis. It was really successful. They did the second Atlantis right next to it.
Yeah.
Here's the same thing. So you have that reassurance that someone has made the study. So you're not going in as you're
Blind. You don't know
blind.
anything.
Exactly.
Like you're confused if it's the right investment or no. See, I worked on both markets. I still have to work on Abu Dhabi market, but it's gonna be soon. So if you want to compare to Dubai market to Ras Al Khaimah market, Dubai market, it's a huge open market for a lot of developers, investors, multiple tickets, a lot of attraction everywhere. You have Palm Jumeirah, you have downtown, Business Bay, Maidan. You have a lot of areas where it can attract multiple investors. But if you want to compare it to Ras Al Khaimah or Marjan Island, it's quite limited. The attractions there, it's only Wynn Resorts. And actually, it's an attraction for the whole region, not only for Ras Al Khaimah or Marjan Island. So if you want to look into this opportunity, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity
Yeah.
to invest in in a growing area. Already, people who invested 3 years back, they are super lucky. They got a huge appreciation per square feet as a price per square feet. They got a very nice projects. Now, most of the developers are launching there at the very, let's say, reasonable prices, but this price is growing still. So they still have a chance to do that. And if you're asking me in the next 10 years, you will have always growing in the price with an average between like 25, 30% uh, of the price per square feet, not considering also the rental prices. Now, if you want to book a hotel in Marjan Island or in Ras Al Khaimah, you're paying average similar prices of Dubai.
Yeah.
If you want to go there, like for a nice resort, nice place to stay in. So people there will be going to Airbnbs. They will be taking Airbnbs for so many reasons.
Very good. Yeah, actually, you know more in this regard than I do because I thought I was like, why is it that you go to Marjan Island? Is it less expensive?
No,
And you're
it's
like,
not.
no. Oh, okay. Why is it that you go?
Now I like it. It's a quiet. Now for me, like as a
Mhm.
person, I love to go for a quiet places, especially after like working the whole week and you're just like running. So you need some time to disconnect. So I go to Ras Al Khaimah after 2 years, 3 years. It's not going to be the same, obviously.
Yeah.
It's going to be buzzing. It's going to be full of people. Casino is opening by 2027, by the way, at the first quarter. And they are very good at what they are doing now. They are reaching almost 70% of the construction. If you haven't been there recently, you have to go and check it.
Yeah,
They're reaching 70%, yeah.
and yeah, just like a point is that it's true that like you're mentioning, like the time basically to if someone's looking to invest is now because if we look at other projects in the UAE, and then until the time that they were completed, then it's too late.
Imagine it like a Palm Jumeirah. Palm Jumeirah 20 years back, what was the price per square feet there? Like it was very cheap.
Hmm.
Now you have nothing less than 70, 80 million dirhams because it's an exclusive area, because it's a small island, because it's something new. It is attraction by itself.
Mm.
Now, this is what they are trying to build on Marjan Island. They are building a whole attraction for the whole of Ras Al Khaimah. So if you want to go to Ras Al Khaimah, you will think about the best place is Marjan Island. Okay, it's the best place because there is Wynn Casino, because it's a nice area, it's a nice island. This is the same thing they did in Palm Jumeirah. They did in the Burj Al Arab area.
Jumeirah?
They have this concept of doing Marjan Island similar to Palm Jumeirah, something exclusive, something nice, unique, standing out in the area, a tourist attraction, and this is what they are doing there. And whenever you have like tourists, you have to invest. To be honest, see, I have a couple of studies by Colliers in a collaboration with the Marjan.
Yes. If you can
The-
take us through that,
Let me
because
let me show you something very nice. See, this one, it shows you the differences between the demand and the supply in the area. Remember, we mentioned something about the average numbers of visitors. Now, let's say if you are expecting a 5 million visitors on the island, by 2027, most of the developers or most of the project will not be delivered by that time. We're talking about an average of 12,000 units delivered on the island. But the demand, it's almost 18,000 units, which will leave me with a room deficit of 7,000 units approximately by 2030. 7,500 units. I don't have it on the island. It's a room deficit. This is a great investment because you have a less supply, high demand. This is where's the scale of the investment.
Yeah.
And one more point I would like to add it. See, Marjan as a master developer for the location, if I'm a developer now and I want to go purchase any plot in there, they will sell me the plot, but they will tell me you have a specific number of GFA. To the people who doesn't know what GFA means, it's the square feet
Built up
with
area.
built up area, the square feet I'm allowed to build in the plot. So what they are doing, they are reducing the GFA for the developers. Now, if you think of this, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because it's pushing the price per square feet. Now, me as a developer, I have to increase my price per square feet to match my profit. That's for sure.
Mm. So people are, let's say, better invest now.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Now, still there is projects still on the island with an average prices 2,500, 2,700, up to 3,000. Now, next year, if you will come to buy anything on the island, there is nothing less than 3,500. And this study was done by Colliers, like in a collaboration with Marjan. They did the whole study about the project, which is going to be delivered by that time till 2030. Till 2030, you still have the room deficit in the area. Until 2030, you will keep having the price increased always and always and always.
Like you mentioned to me, you had 2 penthouses that were sold out. And so my question is, how are rich people investing in Marjan Island?
The only rich people are investing in Marjan Island. You have no idea how many rich people, like our high net worth profile people, they are investing on Marjan Island just because of Wynn Casino. Because these people, they understand what kind of profit it's going to happen there and what kind of like investment they are doing. They are putting a huge amount of money. We had investors who was ready to go and they already did like 170 million, 200 million properties. They are okay. They are ready to go with that. And they did it. Like if you think about these people, like as an investor, why he did that? Like for sure there is a reason. They understand. They understand the value of the area. They understand what's gonna happen in the area. The why I will not invest there. Of course I will invest there. Even if I have 2 million dirhams, I will invest there because I know that this area, it's one time. It's not gonna repeat itself. Even if it's gonna repeat, it's not gonna be the same impact. So it's a chance to grab the first, like let's say like the early birds get the worm. This is what we mean about this. Like you
Okay.
have to take the first fruit.
Rana, you mentioned to me that you guys have won an award for the best design in the area. Can you tell me more about this?
My company, the Lux Developers, we were the first developer to launch something on the island. So we launched one project called Oceano. I believe now it's a sold out project. We have just a few retails in there. And retail is a great investment. Remind me to talk about this later. So, but with this project, we won the second best design project on Al Marjan Island after Wynn Resorts. Of course, we can't
Really?
we can't like compete Wynn, but we came at the second place because this project it has like each apartment has a different layout. There is no apartment similar to the other. It has around 260, 265 units approximately only with the two towers. And there was 260 different layout for all of them. And then our architecture design, it's D1 architect for this project. The people in the region, they know, and you know that for sure. So yeah, and we broke a record. Till now, nobody broke this record. We sold the most two expensive properties on the island, or the most two luxury properties on the island, with a total value of 180 million dirhams.
Oh, wow.
Taken by one investor, one guy. He just took them. Sky villas in the same project, of course.
Yeah, I noticed you showed me some of the renders.
It's crazy. It's a 6-bedroom sky villas with a private elevator, private pools, cinema, gym at the rooftop, 360-degree view for all Marjan, all the casino, the Ras Al Khaimah. It's just crazy.
We've heard this from a lot of investors, and what their concern is, what if all the visitors coming to our Marjan Island want to stay in Wynn Casino? What happens to, let's say, their investment?
Well, they can't because Wynn Casino with this huge size, they can't occupy this huge numbers of visitors. You remember we were mentioning that we're expecting like at least 5 million unique visitors on the island. So take an example. Okay, in Wynn they have 1,526 rooms exactly. Let's say they are occupied 90% all over the 365 days with an average length of stay per person 3 nights, 3 nights and a half. Now, they can take care of maximum 250,000 visitors all over the year. But I'm expecting 5 million. That's nothing comparing to 5 million. Where these people will go? They will be going to other hotels and they'll be going to Airbnbs. Even if they will go to other hotels, it's not enough. We're talking like other hotels with almost the same calculation, just like with 75% occupation rate, because not all the hotels it's like as good as the one will be on Marjan Island. I'm talking about the hotels in whole rack.
And I'm sure conservatively speaking at this point, because the figures were around 8, but let's say conservative.
Yeah, I'm giving you always worst case scenario. I love to do this because it's a worst case scenario. What will happen with your investment? You're safe.
Under promise, over deliver.
Exactly. So even other hotels in Whole Rack or Marjan Island, they can maximum take care of 2 million, 2.5 maximum. Still, I'm left with almost 2.5 million visitors on the island. Where they will be going? They have to go to Airbnbs. They have to go to maybe like somewhere inside Ras Al Khaimah, or like in other like cities, like from Dubai they can come, or like, and this number is not including the Dubai tourists.
Yeah, that's the thing. And it makes me think like we've come this far until 2025. And so Marjan Island is able to accommodate 1.4 million or 1.2, 1.4 million visitors per year. And yeah, so all that extra, like you're saying, where are they going to
Yeah,
go?
where they gonna go? They have to
Yeah,
go to
there
Airbnbs.
is a
There is
shortage.
no options.
Yeah.
And this is, I told you, just like I showed you the figures, like there will be a room deficit even on the area. This is our expectation. This is what the studies shows. And considering that each and every developer will deliver on time, no way this gonna happen. Let's be realistic. They will tell you like, okay, end of 2027, but they will take at least extra 6 to 7 months to complete the whole handover process. We are in the market, we know that. So yeah, this thing, even if each and every developer delivered on time, it might be less, even more than that, the room deficit. It might be more than that.
So now, up to now, we're talking a lot about residential, but how about businesses? Are people going to be able to open businesses in Marjan Island?
Yeah, of course, there will be a lot of businesses happening there. You have one project called Marjan World. Now, this project, it's a family-oriented project. They created this project because Iraq government, they don't want, the main reason for people to come to Marjan Island or to Ras Al Khaimah is Wynn Resort. It's gonna be somehow the main reason, but they want to have another reason for families to come. So they created this called Marjan World. It's a family-oriented project. It has a lot of like businesses there. There's offices, there is hotels, there is like I say, water theme parks. There's like IP exhibitions,
Yeah.
like beach parks, like a lot of
So,
stuff happening in
yeah.
there.
So do you mind just, so I think that is very interesting whenever you showed that to me, and it, it encourages the investor to, let's say, look deeper into it, because there's not only the Wynn Casino, there's that central area that you mentioned. So do you mind going in depth, and we'll show it on the screen?
Yeah. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is the Marjan World design. If you see, it's a massive project. It has like two huge towers. It has a lot of activities. If you move a little bit with the slides, yeah, one more. Yeah, this one. Back.
Okay.
So you will be having like a museum culture. You will be having fashion and leisure streets. So you will be having a lot of activities. And in this project, you will be having the only mall on the island. So we're talking about a lot of businesses happening there, a lot of retails only in this project.
And I see
And
there's a lagoon as well.
yeah, there is a lagoon inside. There is like lazy river. They are like creating it to
Team water
like,
park.
yeah, exactly, to be like a family oriented
Very
thing.
nice.
So you have, if you want to go with your family, you don't want to go to gamble, you can come here. You have so many activities. You gotta stay for 2 or 3 days for a weekend. You can use this attraction. If you want to go with your friends, you can go to play with the casino. So this is the whole point of it. And then considering there's not much retails to be sold on the island, most of the retails now are kept for rent. The developers is something usually developers do. They keep the retails for rent. So to find someone who is actually selling retails, it's quite challenging. What we do?
That's amazing. So you're saying there won't even be enough retail in Marjan Island?
Technically, yes, because as I told you, like developers will prefer to rent it at the end, not selling it. And there is a study also by Ernest Young shows the market gap in multiple segments, not only in residential. It shows the residential. I can show it to you now. It shows the residential hotels. Even they will be having a market gap by 2030. Staff accommodations, offices, retails, all of this they will be having market gap because the demand on the area is very high comparing to the supply. We mentioned that at the beginning that this is like very small island. So we're talking about an average market cap for the retail is almost 100,000 square meter. You don't have it again on the island. This is by 2030. It's a far time, but
City under construction.
exactly. And even staff accommodation, all of these people who's gonna having jobs, their families will be living there, they have to have a place to stay. So we can't only focus on a short-term rental. There will be a long-term rental on the island for sure. There will be schools opening, there will be hospitals opening. So there will be a huge demand. Imagine it like a Blue Waters, for example, kind of thing. So it's something really attractive, something really unique, something really, really like standing out. Let's call it this way. Yeah.
Very interesting.
For people who wants to live and also for people who wants to invest, like posting. But living thing, let's say, it's a little bit early to talk about it now because most of the people are investing there, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Rana, you're the expert on Marjan Island. Okay. I here in Dubai, we have the escrow account, and a lot of investors feel safe in investing in Dubai. Now, how about Marjan Island? It's a different emirate. Do you guys have the escrow account?
We have escrow account for sure. There is escrow account, there is an SPA, there is registration documents. You have full, like it's copy paste similar to what's happening in Dubai. And if you noticed, the moment they announced Wynn Casino, who was the first developer to launch there? Amar, Damak, Ellington, Lux. Only well-known developers are going into that direction. Why? They want to show their names there because they also, as a developer, they want these names to be shown when the people are visiting casinos. When the people are going to Marjan Island, they want to show that we are here. We are not only in Dubai, we are here as well. So there's a lot of like things which is will make the investor more comfortable because there's an escrow account. Your money is gonna deposit in the escrow account, definitely not in a developer account. And you have your SPA, you have your registration document. And that is what fun part, which is I always like about this investment. That in Dubai, for example, you have to pay the 4% with the booking. When you book a property and you pay your down payment, you have to pay the 4% along with it. In Ras Al Khaimah, you don't have to.
Mm.
You will pay it only upon the handover.
Okay. What happens if you decide to resell before the handover?
Yeah, you can do resale normally up to 40%.
But what I mean is, what happens to the
4%.
4%?
Only the guy who is gonna hand over the property to,
Mhm.
he has to pay it.
Only until handover.
Yes. Whoever is owning the
Wow.
property on the handover, they pay the 4%.
So you kind of save a 4% right there.
You and the new buyer, if he wants to flip again.
Wow.
And yeah, now you see a lot of resale in the market, especially with the old projects. You see, like they were selling price at 1,800 dirham per square feet. Now it's like 2,500 as a minimum.
Wow.
Crazy within less than a year.
That is very interesting. So, what would you recommend someone at this moment? Let's say he's looking into investing. Um, what's your, let's say, give him some suggestions. What do you recommend he does in Marjan Island?
Let them go for one bedroom, let's say. Uh, if they want to focus on Airbnbs, one and two bedrooms are very good. Or they have to go for a grounded units. See, there is no much villas on Marjan Island, which I see it's a huge catch, a big fish to invest in it. So you have couple of, I believe you have couple of townhouses with Amar left, and we have a grounded unit in one of our projects. And this is something very unique. They can go to that part, or they can go for like a one or two bedroom apartments. They can do an Airbnb. They can do a long term at the same time. They have to go for something average price per square feet. My advice as an investor: don't fall for the high price per square feet, even if it's from a very well known developer or whatever. Go for the best price per square feet you can have, because the more you have good price per square feet, the maximum you can do a profit.
Earn.
You can maximize your profit. So the average price currently per square feet on the island is 2,600, 2,500. This is the for a very good unit, fair unit, to fully furnished, let's say, from a good quality developer. Now, there is a lot of developers who is giving you a smaller size, okay, but the price per square feet, you look at it's like 3,000, 3,500 dirham per square feet. Why the hell I'm paying 3,500 dirham per square feet? I can pay less than that with a bigger size, and I can rent it for a long term, short term. This is my advice. Now, if they want to go for a bigger units, more unique units, they have to go for a penthouses. On the island, the penthouses will have very nice views on the island in general. If they want to stay there, they want to rent it out. It's a unique product in itself. Yeah.
Very good. Do you mind, let's say, I'm not sure if you can walk us through a little bit of the different units that you have, something special,
Yeah.
so that way we'll post it for the viewers.
I can show you what I love.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's my favorite
Okay.
product. Here's for example, take an example, this chalet.
Yeah.
It's a grounded unit. It's a 2-bedroom plus made. It's sized almost like 4,500 square feet with a private pool, private cabana, and I have only 7 units of this one. I already have a few sold already. So it's a very nice, unique unit. I love this one. And the height of the ceiling here is 5 meters.
Okay.
Fully marbled, fully furnished with an HBA furniture design, like with HBA designer, like our own interior design. You have also the 4-bedroom penthouses. I have only 4 left.
Okay.
It's very nice. And then if you want to go for smaller things, 1 and 2 bedroom are nice.
Yeah, it is. The design is unique, and you have, let's say, the edges, the way they're.
This curvy design, this inspired by the wavy structure we have in the whole inside out of this project.
Yeah.
So you don't see actually 90-degree angles in our project. You see only curvy shaped walls or corners. It's giving you more luxury sense.
Okay. Very interesting.
And the statuario Eto marble everywhere.
What if another casino opened in the UAE?
What? We'll close. I'm joking. No, to be honest, there is project for another casino to be opened in Dubai, but this is not going to happen before 2033 or 34. Why? Because there is an agreement already between Wynn and Abu Dhabi that they are not allowed to give a license for any other casino before 5 to 6 years after
The
was the handover of the Wynn casino. Yes, so let it open. It's not gonna be even the same size.
Yeah.
This is a massive project.
Where would you put your money?
Here's where I put my money. I'm gonna spend it on luxury items.
Obviously, ladies.
No, actually, I did.
Purses, is that what it is?
No, it's not. Believe me, not with me. I love to invest in properties. I already have 3, and the third one was on Al Marjan Island. Happily did that recently. I wanted to do that since I started to study this market. I felt there is an opportunity and I wanted to take it so bad. So I invested for 1-bedroom apartment there, of course, in my project. And I'm so happy. I will always recommend someone if I already invested in Dubai. Like I have my own properties in Dubai, I'm happy with them. But I have to have something on Al Marjan Island because really this opportunity doesn't happen every day. So whenever you have a chance, you have to do it.
So, Rana, what's your favorite real estate market?
That's a tricky question because Dubai for me is like my elder son. And then you're asking me about Marjan, is my youngest son. See, Dubai is Dubai, to be honest. But I like Marjan. I like Ras Al Khaimah a lot. It's a very exclusive project. And the type of clients you're dealing with are very limited. I love to deal with these kind of clients. Dubai now became like a fish market. You have so many options. You can't really guide your client properly. The client sometimes will come and guide you, and then at the end of the day, they will go buy something and they will come back crying. They did not do a good investment. But when you are pushing your client to invest in Marjan Island blindly, you are pushing him for a great investment. So that's why I prefer, to be honest, Marjan Island.
Okay.
Market now, yeah. I prefer that.
Whenever we can't find you, we find you in Marjan.
On Marjan Island, yeah.
Okay.
Doing some side visits or chilling at the weekend. Who knows?
Where's Rana? She's in Marjan Island.
Hello, Rena. Oh, I can't come now. I'm busy. I'm on Marjan Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rana, just before we finish off quickly, as a woman in the UAE, what's your experience? How do you feel, let's say, being a woman in the UAE?
I never felt better, to be honest. Like sometimes I go back home, I miss UAE. I miss going back to Dubai. I like the safety part. It's the most thing which is like I feel safe here. I love to go out at night. I wear my own jewelries. I go out. I don't feel like someone will come and grab it from my hand. I don't have this even concerned. Sometimes I keep my bag like in a public place. I know I will come back, I'll find it here. I know I keep my phone on charge in some like restaurant. I know it will stay there. So these kind of details, it's a small details, but it feels very good when you are a woman because you don't and like imagine like if you want to go in a metro, you have your own part, like you have a special part for you, like as
Yes.
a woman. So you will not be like if you don't like to sit near a man, I'm sorry, like it's nothing. But like yeah, some girls they like privacy.
Yeah,
Pregnant ladies they want privacy. They have their own space. This is something really rare,
exactly.
especially in Middle East, to have this booming city like Dubai, like all UAE, this whole country. God bless all the governments. They are doing a great job for everyone.
Yeah, and actually recently got to know that in government offices, whenever ladies go, they have a priority line.
Yeah, of course. Even the parkings, come on. You have for ladies parking.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah, and you can make money,
Mm,
tax-free money.
okay, okay. Well, thank you very much, Rana. That was excellent. You know, you really taught us a lot about Marjan Island. So there's a lot of people talking about it, but they don't go in depth. And really, you have a lot of knowledge.
Thank you.
So what do we do now? Where do we invest?
Well, it's up to you guys. I said what I said. You better invest in Marjan Island because really you can always come back to Dubai. But Marjan is very limited. Catch the early fruits. It's the best.
Thank you very much for taking the time to have a look at our content. So if you're looking to invest in the UAE, get in touch with none other than the professional Rana,
Thank you.
the Arabic speaking white girl.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Get in touch, guys. You have this chance. Don't waste it.
Thank you, Rana. It was excellent.
Thank you so much. And have a good night.